I joined PWRDF in 2001 as the Latin America Caribbean Program Coordinator. In 2010, changes at PWRDF brought a change in my work as I took on the role of Public Engagement Coordinator. 2010 also happened to be a General Synod year. That event took place in Halifax, during which PWRDF wrapped up its 50th anniversary celebrations. As part of that wrap, and as a way for me to meet some of the Canadian Anglicans I would be working with in my new role, I set out from Halifax on Le Tour de PWRDF, an 18-day, 1,400-kilometer ride that took me through Spring Hill, Nova Scotia, site of the 1958 mine disaster that precipitated the creation of PWRDF, and on to Sainte-Anne-de-Bellevue in Montreal, site of the General Synod of 1959, where PWRDF officially came into being. I rode along with my trusty bike Olive, named for my grandmother, but met and stayed and shared a word about PWRDF with folk in Anglican parishes along the way. It was an amazing experience on all sorts of levels. As I was preparing to write this reflection, I pulled out the daily blog that I kept and that was posted on the PWRDF website. So many good memories. My final blog entry contains 20 learnings I had along the way, and I thought I'd share a few of them with you. There is always a hill at the end of the day. And in the case of the route from Charny to Thetford Mines in Quebec, there are 6 hills. Physical limits are what we make of them, and now I have legs of steel. The relationship between time and distance is different when you're on a bike. It took me a day to cycle 100 kilometers, the distance it would normally take an hour or so to drive by car. And so time slowed down. The intensity and the urban life I lead in Toronto diminished, and a certain spaciousness opened up. That was such a gift. Canadians are friendly and helpful in both official languages. Whenever I asked for directions, I always got helpful responses, and when I explained that I spoke only a little French, the person I was speaking with would usually just smile, nod, and carry on in rapid-fire Quebecois. Canadian Anglicans are equally friendly and hospitable. I had more good parish and home-cooked meals than I can count, not to mention good hot showers and comfy beds. The now former primate, Archbishop Fred Hiltz, often described PWRDF as one of the good news stories of the Anglican Church of Canada. I learned that indeed it is. And it is good news because Anglicans in parishes large and small across the country support PWRDF and the work of our partners in many creative and meaningful ways. An organization doesn't get to celebrate its 50th birthday without the steadfast commitment of many, many people, some of whom I had the privilege to meet along the way. And so a word of deep gratitude to all those who made that journey possible. And may your Advent journey this year be a blessed one.